winning the championship back in 2011.
Dishaun Watson back at practice with the Texans. He reported to camp July the 25th after requesting a trade in January. Practiced for the first 5 days of camp, then was not on the field for the next 5 days. Less than 2 months after his trade request, the first of 23 lawsuits were filed against Watson. Adam Schefter on the likelihood he ever plays for the Texans this season.
Today was a step that makes you wonder because he was in pads for the first time during training camp. He was taking snaps, and up until now, he had been viewed mostly as the highest paid scout team safety on the practice field, not taking part in drills, not wearing pads, not going through drills like that. But today was a little bit of a change. It doesn't change the way the Texans have approached it. They've really been unwilling to entertain offers from other teams, and other teams are unwilling to put up what it would take to get him because of all the legal uncertainty as the investigations unfold. Really an unprecedented type of situation, but the fact that he was back out there today continues the drama surrounding Dishaun Watson that's gone on all summer and shows no signs of ending anytime soon.
That trade request is still very much in full effect. Had Watson not showed up for training camp, he could have been fined $50,000 for each day he missed. And those 22 lawsuits alleging sexual assault and inappropriate behavior are also still pending. Welcome back to SportsCenter. Giants fans had some feel-good feelings this Monday. Saquon Barkley back on the practice field since tearing that ACL in his right knee early last season. His Monday return gives him a little more than a month to get ready to play in the season opener, which both he and the team would love to see happen. More now from our Giants reporter, Jordan Renan.
Saquon Barkley finally got his wish. The Giants running back had been meeting with Coach Joe Judge every day and pushing him to get back on the field. Enough working on a side field with trainers and the dreaded rehab, which he's been doing now for 10 plus months. It was time to get back to practice.
Felt really good today, but I'll let you guys in on a little secret with the ACL rehab. It's not really the front of the week, it's the back load of the week. It's just building that callus up in your body again, taking those reps. It's the little things like forgetting where to go for warm-ups, like asking Eli, like where we at, kind of feeling like a rookie out there again. But it's just good to be back out here, be able to break the team down again, and just do what I love to do.
There's only so much you can do at a certain point with the trainers and strength coaches on the field by yourself. It's time to get them moving forward. And as long as they say it's safe for him to do, we'll go ahead and keep on pushing it forward.
So the question now is what's next and when? Joe Judge left open the possibility of Barkley playing in a preseason game, likely preseason game number 3. But the bigger question is, will he be ready for week 1? I spoke to a source several weeks back, and he told me the Cleveland joint practices was the key date. The Cleveland joint practices, they're next week. Barkley, he was back some 10 days before them, which gives him plenty of time now to get ready for the season. I asked Barkley about that, and while he wouldn't commit to being ready for week 1, he did say he's absolutely hopeful.
Barkley ranks 5th all-time in scrimmage yards per game with almost 115 in his young career. The only 4 ahead of him thus far: Jim Brown, Billy Sims, Barry Sanders, Zeke Elliott, a couple Hall of Famers there. Pretty impressive list. Giants need him. They want him.
10.
That was fun. Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson sprained the AC joint in his left shoulder. The injury happened at the halfway point of Friday's Vikings practice after he caught a slant from Kirk Cousins. Right there, grabs the shoulder. Mike Zimmer providing an update Monday, telling reporters simply, he'll be back pretty quick. You could make the case that Justin Jefferson was the best overall rookie in 2020. 1,400 yards on the dot, second most by a rookie NFL history. His 88 receptions, that set a Vikings rookie record. He passed the mark originally held by Randy Moss in 1998. And Jefferson had 7 100-yard games in his debut season, tied for the most by a rookie since the merger in 1970. Courtney Ronan with more on the second-year player out of LSU.
Here's a deep shot. There's Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, have a day.
Justin Jefferson across midfield. He's fired up.
Justin Jefferson will make you pay.
Caught by Jefferson. The most receiving yards by a rookie in the history of the National Football League.
You come off this incredible season you have last year, and you're featured in a video game. There's all these things that happen because of how big your rookie season was. What is that like for you as you try to process that a year removed?
It kind of came a little bit to me easily, just from being around my brothers, me kind of seeing things before I got there. So like me going to the LSU games, being around Jarvis, being around Odell at 10 years old, I kind of got to see a little bit more than a normal kid. And then I studied the game a lot. So it wasn't that bad to really go from college to the league.
And it's caught. Cold-blooded catch by Justin Jefferson.
I mean, you go from a zero-star recruit not that many years ago to where you're at right now. Do you ever kind of have to pinch yourself to think about, wow, like this miraculous rise that I've had and just how young you are?
I'm glad that I went that low of a star. And then I feel like, me being under-recruited made me, grind even harder. So that's the type of mindset that I had, and I had something to prove my whole career.
Throwing deep. Has him in. Another touchdown. Jefferson hangs on. Jefferson again. Touchdown again. And Jefferson in space. Darts down inside the 30.
What does it mean to you to be from a place that produces Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr., all of these massive names in the NFL, and you're part of that?
Yeah, it's a very big honor to watch them and see the things that they went through, and just seeing their whole career. Me being a fan, and now that I have that relationship with them, I'm able to call them anytime. I'm able to, talk to them about anything. So it's good to have that bond with them, and it's always that bond coming from LSU.
Ninth catch of the night already for Justin Jefferson. We're still waiting though for the gritty.
Do you remember the first time you showed your teammates in Minnesota the gritty?
Yes, I remember. I think it was like the first day of practice. Of course, some teammates do the research and they seen some of the games the past year, so they know I gritty. And then they tried to do it, and Adam tried to do it. And it was so funny. It was so hilarious.
Jefferson, yes, on the run, and he is gone.
I kind of had to make mine memorable, so people know I'm the king of the gritty.